week number 3 in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. It's Lumbini College hosting Isipathana College, one of the 2 unbeaten teams in this group. Isipathana College, Lumbini College, of course, still surging for that first win of this Dialog Schools Rugby 2026 after being promoted after a brilliant performance in the lower division last year. They have been promoted, and things have not been easy for Lumbini College. For Isipathana, after that disappointing performance in that semi-final in the knockouts, they have turned up really well in the first 2 weeks, and they'll be hoping to continue that good momentum into week 3 as well. And to take you through this encounter, joining with me once again is former Isipathana College player and current Sri Lanka national cap Shahid Sumri. Good afternoon, Shahid.
Good afternoon, Lakshiji. I think it's looking at the weather conditions, I think today it would be a really interesting match, because Lumbini is also a team that really likes to play with a bit of flair, same as Isipathana, because the skill level of Lumbini, I think we have watched throughout the knockouts as well. You know, they have individually they have a really good, brilliant set of skills. So I think it would be a really interesting match between Lumbini and Isipathana today.
Yes, indeed, as you mentioned, Lumbini College, another side that loves to run with the ball quite a lot. And at the moment, it's a bit overcast, and we do have some dark clouds around the ground. And hopefully, the rain gods will stay away, and we will have some good running action from both these schools here at the Ananda College grounds. So this is week 3, as I mentioned earlier as well, and we've already had some shocking results, we can say. And things have been very, very interesting, because you can clearly see that the gap that was there between some of the top 4-5 schools and the other schools, it's becoming very, very close between those teams. These are the results for this week so far. St. Peter's College beating St. Joseph's 50 points to 19. These are the week 2 results. And then Wesley College beating Mahanama 36 points to 12. Trinity College beating St. Anthony's 58 points to 5. Isipathana beating DS 33 points to 10. Lumbini losing to Sri Sumangala 33 points to 10. And then Ananda beating Prince of Wales 31 points to 5. Saira College beating Science 31 points to 25. Royal beating Thurston 40 points to 15. And St. Thomas's beating Kingswood 33 points to 12. Those were the results from week number 2. And from week number 2, it's fair to say that we didn't have results that really went against what was expected. But that's not the case with week 3 at all. Of course, St. Peter's began the week really well, 65 points to 21 against Prince of Wales. Then St. Joseph's beating Mahanama 41 points to 25, but it was a lot closer than what the points suggest. And then Wesley against Ananda 36 points to 18. Ananda, they had their moments, especially in that first half in that encounter, but Wesley just ran away. And then a close game, a close tussle between St. Anthony's and DS Sena Nayaka, 21 points to 17, going in the favour of the Eagles. And then Trinity getting the better of Sri Sumangala 39 points to 0. I'm quite sure Sri Sumangala College probably expected a lot more from the boys after winning both the games in the first 2 weeks, but Trinity just too good. And then Saira College beating Royal College after 60 odd years. It was a magnificent result for Saira College. Royal College suffering that first loss of the league, 29 points to 26. And Saira College, they're the only unbeaten team left in that group. So it has been some great rugby by Saira College in the first 3 weeks to make sure that they are the only unbeaten team. And then Thurston winning their second encounter of the league, 25 points to 21 against Kingswood. Another important win for Thurston as they continue to chase the cup segment spot, we can say. And St. Thomas's gained the better of Science, 41 points to 13. And here we are at the college rounds for a Group 1A encounter between Isipathana and Lumbini. So the last game of week number 3. Shahid, some very close games. So let's talk about those games. What are your thoughts on the games that ended in this week?
It was really nice to see Lakshiji. I think throughout the years before match start, I think when it's one of the top teams and the below teams, when they go to a match, it's everyone predicts that it's a easy win for the match for the top teams. But this year has really been very competitive, and it has spiced up the games, and it's always nice to see the below teams rising and just showing them, proving that they are in the fight. And it's really nice and really good for Sri Lanka rugby as well when teams like Lumbini, Thurston, and we saw yesterday Zahira, they have been in the top division for a long time, and I think even though you're a Zahirian or not a Zahirian, I think everyone would have loved that moment, because Zahira winning against Royal after 63 years, I think that's all rugby is, and it's all about entertaining. And I think this is really good signs for Sri Lanka rugby. Right?
Exactly, that gap between the top teams and the bottom teams closing down is such a great sign for Sri Lanka rugby, and that's what we have seen throughout the season so far. It has been just 3 weeks, and hopefully we will see some more moments like that. And Lumbini College, they'll want to prove a point here today as well against Isipathana. So right now we will head to a commercial break, and on the other side we will be back with some more insights before the encounter between Lumbini and Isipathana. Stay tuned to the Papare.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Vantage for the modern professional.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samagin pirimin sadahamai.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Welcome back, folks, to the Ananda College grounds. Just moments away from the encounter between Lumbini and Isipathana. Group 1A encounter in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. And as we mentioned earlier as well, things are getting heated up as we are into week 3. We have 2 more weeks remaining in the first round after this, and then we have 4 more weeks in the super round. So all the teams trying to make a claim for a spot in the cup segment. As you can see, Isipathana, of course, one of the favourites to go into that cup segment from this group, but they'll definitely want to gather a lot of steam because the 2 teams who are in the top 3 alongside Isipathana are their opponents in the next 2 weeks. So Isipathana, it's very important that they gather momentum, a lot of momentum. Now this is the current points table from Group 1A. Thurston College 18, Trinity College 18 points, unbeaten. Brilliant performance from them yesterday as well to beat Sri Sumangala College, and then Isipathana unbeaten, but they have played just 2 games, so 12 points to them. Sri Sumangala suffered their first loss of the league yesterday, and they have 12 points to their name. St Anthony's College won their first game of this league season, beating DS yesterday, so they have 5 points, and DS just right at the bottom in the 5th place with 3 points, and Lumbini College still searching for a point, searching for a win in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. So that's how Group 1A stands with 1 more game to go in week number 3. And in Group 2A, St. Peter's and Wesley College, of course, the 2 favourites to go into the cup segment, right up there at the top with 18 points each. St. Joseph's 12 points. They are in 3rd place. Ananda with 6 points in 4th place currently in those plate segment spots in that group. And Prince of Wales and Mahanama still searching for that first win of the league. So things not looking that good for Prince of Wales and Mahanama. And from Group 2A, we will move on to Group 3, the group of death, we can say, in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. And we do have Sahira College in that group right at the top with a brilliant performance yesterday. They managed to beat Royal College, and Royal College in the 2nd place with 14 points. They suffered that first loss. St. Thomas's also with 14 points. They lost to Thurston College in that first week, and Thurston, they have 12 points. They unfortunately don't have those bonus points to back those 2 wins up. That's why they are in the 4th place. So it's a very close tussle for the first 2 spots in Group 3A in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026, while Kingswood and Science, both the teams still searching for that first win of the league. So that's how Group 3A stands in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. So still very, very dark here at the college grounds. A lot of dark clouds roaming around here at the premises, and both the teams, they'll be hoping that the rain will stay away, because both these teams, as we mentioned earlier as well, they love to play a good brand of running rugby. So for the fans to be entertained, they'll be hoping we don't have any rain, because the crowd, they're getting filled here as well. We are seeing a good number of crowd here at the college ground. So right now we will head to another commercial break, and on the other side we will have the starting 15s and the kickoff. Stay tuned.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
When the world says no access,
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Pantamare.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
අව්ව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
When the world says no access,
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Kitchen එක ආපාස් කරන්නේ දැන් wife උත් happy එකේ ඉන්නේ. Wife happy කරන්නේ. Kitchen එක ආපාස් කරන්නේ.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Captain Cool, Captain Cool, Captain Cool.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Welcome back everyone to Ananda College rounds for this final Week 3 encounter of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. We're just moments away from the kick-off of this fixture between two neighbouring schools. Isipathana College, of course, the one who's had the more prolific run when it comes to rugby. And these two teams, they're meeting after a long time, if I'm not wrong. So Lumbini College, they'll definitely want to prove a point against their neighbours, Isipathana College. They're searching for that first win, as I mentioned so many times. So this is an encounter which is very, very important for both the teams, because Isipathana, they need all the momentum in the world going into that encounter against Sumangala, which will be played up in Kandy next weekend. Because Sumangala, they have played some good quality rugby this season. And this is Isipathana College starting 15. Navid Tahir, Kavin Jasing and David Meunaka competes the front row. Damsal Vitaniki and Rishaji Bulgoda, they play the second rows for Isipathana. And then Manuja Puteju, Sanija Javira and Shagib Sumri, they complete the third row for Isipathana College. And then Medru Gomez, Tenuka Di Costa, Karuka Javira, Yuindu Kodi Tuaku, Imanta Sandeepa, Dilum Sena, Dirage and Rishmi Chafrad, they are the backs for Isipathana in this all-important encounter. And the replacements pair Sitsara, the two Sumris, Shevan, Vikramaratna, Hakim and Ansari. From Isipathana, we move to Lumbini College. Lumbini College, of course, first experience for most of them playing in this top division. Netsara Mivisage, Damse, Ashendira, Asaral, Netsara, Kamilka, Imidu, Sankal, Radisha, Kavishka, Laksha, Tamidu, Sulakshana, Tisun, Pereira, Marshal Laksha, Narke, Johan, Sashindi, Duranga, Vihangara, Sangana, Lakshan, Pereira, Nadu Naloka, and Sashan Prabhuda complete the starting 15. And the replacements Udajit, Veeramuni, Sajad, Sajid, Danush, Sandilu, Veerasekara, and Kalanaka. Just all the teams gearing up for this all-important third clash of this school's rugby season. So Sumri, what can we expect from Lumbini College in this fixture?
I think the venue will play a huge part of this game in terms of Lumbini, because Lumbini has been in this venue. They have been playing many matches in their B division, but for Isipathana, as far as my memory, I think we have never played a match in Ananda ground. So I think Lumbini is very familiar with the ground, and they have played their rugby here. So I think that might play a part for them. And I think with the experience with this ground, I think they will know things Isipathana doesn't. So hopefully they counter those and make sure. One thing they would have to really look up to is having the ball with them, because Lumbini is a team who can attack from wherever it is. Either it's from your own try line or even the opposition's try line. They can attack from wherever it is. They have the skill set. So I think that would be the crucial part for Lumbini. And because
as you mentioned, discipline when it comes to ball handling, how much they keep the ball with them, the rate of possession that they keep, the percentage they keep in this encounter will be very important when they're going up against a strong side like Isipathana. And when it comes to Isipathana, when both of us did commentary in that encounter against St. Anthony's, we did talk about the issues with the Isipathana College backline. But the last couple of weeks, Shahid, we can say that the backline has clicked a bit for Isipathana, and we are seeing that vintage classic flair from them.
Yes, Lakshya, of course. I mean, that's what Isipathana rugby is, and that's what all the fans want from Isipathana, because the vintage Isipathana rugby, all the backs running all over the ground, you just can't expect them to just do one thing, because that has been the X factor when it comes comparing our teams. So I think Isipathana would just want to play their game. They have been improving since the knockouts, and they would just want to polish their set pieces, polish their skill sets, and just get the understanding between the players, and hope to get this match a good way forward for the next match.
So I believe we're all set now. The team introductions going on. Isipathana, they have already taken their places for the team huddle. We will follow soon after the team introduction ends. Isipathana led by Shakib Sumri, a team that has improved quite a lot as the season progressed. Lumbini College team that's looking to prove a point, looking to repeat what Sri Sumangala and Ananda did last year when they came into the top division and survived in that top division. That will be the main objective for Lumbini College.
When you look at both teams, Lakshya, it's very clear that the physical is going to play a huge role in this game. So I think Lumbini, as I said, the more they keep the ball with them, the less they could concede and the more they could gain for their team. So yes, Isipathana pack has been very, I would say, one of the best packs in this school rugby league. So Lumbini wouldn't want to just give the ball away and keep on defending the game.
So here we go. Nimantha Sandeepa all set to kick things off in this week 3 fixture. Nimantha straight away targeting the right side of the field of Lumbini. Very well collected. Straight away will go for the clearance. Yes, Shakib Sumri has been all around the place for Isipathana, not just being a number 8. Good work, Nimantha Sandeepa, giving that back of the hand pass. Something that my fellow commentator here did quite a lot in his days. Metuba rather, and Metuba Bimsat. Meunaka to Kavin. Isipathana gaining some meters here with the forward Shagib Sumri with a little show and go. Shagib Sumri, what a performance that was against Nias last weekend. A loose pass there from Nimantha, but no harm done in the end. Manuja Boteju rather collecting it, recovering the ball nicely. Costa giving it out to Meunaka. With Meunaka, the big man. Tacklers, they need to release here. Metuba tries to go straight through. Oh, that's brilliant. Shah gives Sumri the skipper, and he will go all the way for the first time on a bank try. Brilliantly executed by the Isipathana captain.
Absolutely, Lakshmi. This is what Isipathana has been consistent throughout the league. They have been building up phases, keeping the position with them, keeping the ball with them, just attacking, doing what they do best, using their forwards, and just like the Shakib Zumri saw the gap, and you can't stop him from that kind of distance. Nimantha Sandeep lining up for the conversion. Would want to get this through from the start of the game. Easy does it, Nimantha Sandeep. Early on, Isipathana College. Just 2 minutes on the clock, 7-0. And this is what Lumbini wouldn't want Isipathana to do. Don't give the ball to Isipathana. Make sure you get your clearance kicks out, because even last matches, I think all the schools where the struggle is for the exit, and hopefully Lumbini sorts it out very soon.
Shagib Sumri continuing in his merry way from last week, and then Nimantha Sandeepa with the gold conversion. The restart for Lumbini College, Nadu Naloka. And he loses it forward straight away. Unfortunate mistake there. That's Damsar Vitanage losing the ball forward.
Perfect opportunity for Lumbini to pounce on. The last set pieces, we saw the knockouts finals, I believe the wing three-quarter from Lumbini College scored a brilliant try off the scrum, so I think this would be a really good opportunity for them to start off their game in a positive note. They have the backs, they have the skill set, so hopefully they can execute it well.
The first vantage from off this game. And now Lumbini. The forwards joining in. They'll definitely go for their backs a lot more. And a mistake there. Lost it backwards, says the referee. This is good from the fly half. And Isipathana replying back with a brilliant tackle. That time Dilum Sena Dirage. Johan, RK Johan, the fly half for Lumbini College. Didn't have enough room.
I wouldn't recommend Lumbini playing that sort of game plan, because I think, yes, Isipathana is physically big more than you, so I think it would be really good if Lumbini can spread the ball wide, don't go much into contact, one-on-one contact, so just try to play with the Isipathana forward, spread the ball wide, and pounce on the opportunities you get. Brilliant defense by Dilum. Here's Kavin, first line out of the game. Nicely collected by Sunny Jaiviro. Forms the well-known Isipathana rolling maul. Build up very well. Goes. Brilliant work by Lumbini Laksisi. They have been able to stop the maul. This is absolutely brilliant stuff by Lumbini forwards. Puts up a box kick. Nimantha Sandeepa holds him up. We'll have to release right now.
Johan that time surrounded by a pack of Isipathana defenders there. Lumbini feeling the heat, feeling the pressure at ruck time. Exerting some good pressure Isipathana, but Lumbini, they somehow managed to recover.
Proceed. Up. On your feet, boys. Go.
Lumbini not really going anywhere at the moment, stuck inside their half. Now they decide to go to their line. What will they do? Lovely offload. Very well done. Lumbini doing really well here. Decides to go for that kick and chase option. And it finds touch. So it will be a line out for Isipathana inside their own 22. So Lumbini making use of that little opportunity they received.
Absolutely, Laxis. I think this is what Lumbini has to do throughout the game. Just play your game wide. I think they did really good things by playing small quarters, getting the forwards, go pick and grow, sucking the Isipathana defense and just going one ball wide, and you can see how their win threes can absolutely burn the outside line of Isipathana College. Once again, line-out hasn't been a problem for Isipathana throughout this season. Here's Navid Tahir, another big ball carrier for Isipathana College.
Stay back.
Metua gives it to Tenle. Decides to run Tenle. Here's Sani Jajai gives out to Taruka. He scored last time. Tenle once again gives it to Khavin Tarush. Here's Taruka. Can he go all the way? No, he doesn't. Is that a prop, Lakshya? I think that's absolutely brilliant work by the Lumbini prop to try to get back into that position to make the tackle. Isipathana early on just showcasing what they are up to today. They will run the ball from wherever it is. Ananda Sandeepa gets the touch.
So in that last few phases, just before this, that vintage player we talked about of Isipathana College, that was well on display. The backs and the forwards also joining in to gain some good meters. Brilliant from Isipathana, and they have managed to enter the 22 of Lumbini. Very well done in the Rexona line out. Isipathana with their second Rexona line out win. But Lumbini doing really well here to contain the Isipathana rolling ball. But Isipathana, they find energy. They find the power needed to go towards that whitewash once again. They're still going. Few meters short now, but Lumbini brilliant. Really good from Lumbini. Stopping Isipathana's rolling ball brilliantly. Here's Nevit Meunaka. And Nevit Meunaka, he is dragged into touch. Lumbini College doing really well under pressure.
You have to give credit for the Lumbini forwards, Lakshya. This is not just a small pack of Isipathana, it's absolutely big compared to Lumbini, but these boys put their hearts out, stop them all. Absolutely brilliant. All credit you have to give to them. Good signs for Lumbini. They're competing with the Isipathana forwards. Now is a crucial time for Lumbini. Make sure they get their first line out of the game.
Ashendra, and unfortunately Ashendra's throw not going straight. So after doing all the hard work in the defensive aspect, they give the ball away to Isipathana in that Rexona line out. Now Isipathana with another golden opportunity. It will be a scrum, and look out for Shakib Sumri here. He'll be aiming for a second Amana Bank try.
Yes, Lakshya, he have done it many times during this season, and no doubt he would want to do it again. Lines up Shakib Zumri. Once again, Lumbini forwards, hats off to them. They have been up to the task throughout this match. What a start for the Lumbini forwards, Lakshya, I think. They have read well about the Isipathana forwards. You see the pack even compared to both teams, I think Lumbini forwards, they're playing hearts out, Lakshya. It's so clear that they are here for the game.
Exactly. It will be a huge momentum booster, a confidence booster for Lumbini College that they are competing in this level with one of the best forwards of this league. Goes for the clearance and goes into touch. A brilliant clearance from Lumbini.
You can see they're well prepared, Lumbini. They are up to the task. They know what they have to do. You don't see they pressurize themselves. It's really good signs for Lumbini. Even though Isipathana scored the first try in the first 2 minutes, Lumbini has been playing good rugby up to now. The defensive efforts has been up to the point.
Been brilliantly done by Shakib Sumri, gives it to Methupa. And they're working the line, and unfortunately a huge lapse in concentration with the Isipathana line.
If the ball would have stuck for the win 3, Dilum, I think that would have been an open try because there was no Lumbini defenders in front of him, but just the communication errors there. Even Sandeepa wanted to give the cutter pass to Dilum, but I think it was Jafrad who blocked it. Here's Lumbini with opportunity to get out of jail.
Marshal Akshan gives it to his number 14, Nadu Naloka. Well collected by Taruka Jayavira. Now here's Taruka Jayavira. Decides to run between the two tacklers of Lumbini. It's tackled, unable to bypass the two defenders. Not the best of passes there from Methupa. Tahir under pressure. So some mistakes creeping in from Isipathana. Unforced errors, we can say.
I believe this is the time for Lumbini to counter-attack Laksasiya. Thumping kick from the fly half. I believe that was one of the best kicks I saw in today's game. Gaining really good territory for Lumbini College. Lumbini with a scrum. The perfect territory to attack. Here's a scrum half, gives it out the fly half. Brilliant wraparound moves. Here's space outside. Can he attack? Makes him. Here's the ruck. Would want to speed up the game. Here's Lumbini second row. Runs back into the same place. Gives it out to the forwards. Building up phases here, Lumbini. This is great work. Unfortunately, Lumbini. Here's Lumbini attack. Rizvi Jafrad, we have seen him doing this many times throughout the league. It's a line out, I believe.
What happening there?
It's been non-stop rugby, Laksisi. On and off. The ball has been just going all over the ground. Line out in favor of Lumbini. I think Lumbini will want to have a bit more patience with the ball. They have the ball, they have the territory, they're playing in the perfect position in the field. Just keep on the ball with you, build up phases and use the wider channel.
And Lumbini unable to get that line out right. Navid Tahir, brilliantly done from Isipathana. This is good. Nimanda Sandeepa gives it out, and this is Sena Dirage. Isipathana with the momentum once again.
That's not good sign for Lumbini, I think. It was right on his head, I believe. Not a good position to be falling on. Oh, he's up. I think Dilum's shoulder straight away, the contact was onto his head. Surely would need to be treated by the doctor right now. crucial player, Laksasi. He has been doing the work with the boot, making sure Lumbini plays in the right half. All the Lumbini fans and even the teammates would want him to be in the field until the last minute. And yes, he is.
Now Johan is all good to go. And it'll be a scrum for Isipathana because Isipathana had possession. Before that, it'll pause because of Johan's injury. Or injury scare, we can say. That is Isipathana just around 10 meters away from the 22-meter line of Lumbini. Methupa all set to feed the ball in.
Hey. Hey, number 8. Why scrum ka din no, yeah? Right, second in, boys, second in.
Ever since the first try, Laksasi, Isipathana hasn't been attacking. Even the set pieces they got, I think they just fumbled up. I think they would want to stick into basics, get the momentum going. Here's Methupa, gives it to Tenla. Tenla puts in a little chip kick. Nimanta Sandeepa. Here's Methupa once again, gives it out to Tenla. There is space outside. Here's Jaffrad, Rizu Jaffrad. Can he go all the way? Gives it out to Taruka. Taruka once again into contact, offloads into Tenla. Here's Methupa, speeding up the game now with Tahir. One of the big ball carriers for Isipathana. Methupa gives it out Zumbri. Takes 3 players to go down. Methupa would want to speed up the game. Here's Sanija Jaivira, gives it out to Tenla. Tenla to Nimanta. Brilliant defense by Lumbini. Brilliant rush defense by Lumbini. This is what they would want to do the whole game. Cut down the space for the Isipathana backs. Don't give them much space.
The line outside says the referee, so Isipathana with a penalty. Isipathana, they'll probably go for the territory gainer. Just there.
I believe we all know what's coming, Laksasi. Once Isipathana is inside that 22, they have always been very consistent with the rolling ball, and yes, they have achieved what they want, so it would be very easy to predict. I believe that they would go again for the rolling ball. Shakib Zumbri knocking the ball back. Isipathana built few phases, but what really caught my eye was Lumbini's defense, but Isipathana small. Here it is once again. Well defended. Here Shakib Zumbri. Can he go for the second? No, he doesn't.
Ball is out, play on.
The defense has been up to the mark, Lumbini, but here is Isipathana College. Yes, now with Tahir. Methupa gets the ball out. Gives it to the second row of Isipathana. Methupa once again gives it out. Nimanta gives the wide ball and Rizvi Jaffrad. Absolutely basic stuff by Isipathana. Just playing with their forwards, getting the Lumbini defense in, and just simple stuff for the Isipathana backs.
Exactly, brilliant from Jaffrad for the second Amana Bank try of Isipathana. Forwards doing all the hard yards, and then there was so much room open for the back line to go all the way, and Nimanta Sandeepa with that skip pass to Jaffrad. Very well collected by Jaffrad as well, and he had no issue whatsoever to go over the line for the Amana Bank try. And now Sandeepa. And Sandeepa gets it through the goal conversion. 14 points to nil. Brilliant stuff from Isipathana.
Sometimes it's very unfair, actually, because the forwards has been doing all the hard work, and it always ends up with a back scoring. So yes, it's very clear that that's Isipathana's plan, getting their big forwards to make the big yards, and Jaffrad says thank you very much. Just dives over as all good Winfries does. Nimanta Sandeepa with a peach of a conversion. It's not easy to kick here because it's it's a bit windy today, and I think that would have been a really good confidence booster for Nimantha Sandeepa.
To what you mentioned, that props the forwards, they do all the hard work, and it's the backs who always gets the points for the teams. And a perfect example is when George scored his first ever try for Crusaders in his 100th test just a few days ago. I think it was yesterday, if I'm not wrong. So that's the perfect example. Meanwhile, Isipathana doing some mistakes, stuck inside the 22, and Shakib Sumri going straight out of touch and probably got his measuring wrong that time. Got his measurements wrong completely, Shakib Sumri.
Now this is a place goes into the front. Here's Lumbini. Brilliant work by the youngster. Keeps the ball. Read by Metupa. Here's Metupa. Brilliant stop by the small nippy scrum half. Ripping the ball off the forward. Here's Risaja. He's been absolutely brilliant for Isipathana with his ball carries, and once again gets 5 defenders of Lumbini College to get him down. Metupa gives it out to Nimantha. Nimantha. Hard to stop him as well, even though he's small. Had to release there, Lumbini.
Isipathana getting the penalty once again. Lumbini found wanting for not releasing. But Metupa Bimsat showing a lot of character there, showing a lot of IQ. Takes the ball by himself, and Risaja with that brilliant ball carry and a fantastic territory gainer. Just thought maybe he just tried to overcook it, but just got enough to get it over the line.
You heard the crowd's voice. That says all how good that kick was. From your opposition half, getting your team into a 22, inside the 22 with a forward pack as the Green Machine has. Absolutely positive start for Isipathana.
What can Lumbini do here in this Rexona line out? Can they disrupt this? No, they can't. Shakib Sumri gathers it nicely. Will we see another try of the rolling maul for Isipathana? Something that we have seen quite a lot in the last couple of years. Yes, they're going. Breaks away, Kavin. Still up on his feet.
Wide,
Isipathana just around
Wide back,
12 to 15 meters away from desperately here. Naveed Tahir in that carry. Then Metupa Bimsat goes to Costa. Costa gives it to Nimantha Sandeepa. Nimantha Sandeepa met with a big tackle. Bimsat again to Costa. This is good. Taruko Jayavira with a skip pass to Senadirage. Senadirage looking for options. Senadirage does really well to keep the ball. Bimsat now shifts direction. They go from right to left.
Stay back, wide back.
Just to act as the scrum of Kavin. Yes, Damsar.
Number 7, 2 minute penalties. No time.
Looks like it's going to be a card. Yes, it is.
That's bad signs for Lumbini. They have been up to the task, defending very well throughout this game, missing one of their best tacklers of the game. This would be a big blow, and now here Shakib Sumri takes a quick tap. Big tackle on him. This is brilliant stuff by Lumbini. Oh boy, that's absolutely brilliant stuff by the Lumbini prop forward. Getting into the heads of the captain of Isipathana. This will boost up the Lumbini team. Hats off to Lumbini defense. from the maul, Laksisi, we have seen comparedly, even against the top teams, Isipathana has been able to score from that rolling maul, but Lumbini, hats off to the boys.
Yeah, Shagib Sumri met with a huge hit that time.
Now Lumbini with a huge confidence booster. Losing their hooker, I believe. The number 2 was the one who went to the bin, Laksisi.
Damidu Sulakshana has to do the throw in. Showing some creativity, Lumbini, but unfortunately can't keep the ball with them. Here's Kavin. Kavin gives it to Nevith Meunaga. Nevith Meunaga brushes off the first tackler. They have to spend 3 tacklers to take him down. Costa, Sanija, Kodituakku gives it out to Sandeepa with that pass to Taruka Jayavira. Goose steps his way, still with the ball. Quick ball out, Costa. Here's Damsara, advantage in favour of Isipathana. Damsara still going.
Step back.
Metupa, Nimanda Sandeepa, almost lose it forward. Nimanda Sandeepa, he's someone who can fox you quite a lot. Small in stature, but someone with a lot of power. It's never easy to take him down from that first tackle at Isipathana. They'll have to go back to that penalty.
He's a type of a player every coach would want to have, Laksisi, because Nimanda Sandeepa, he can kick, he can run straight at you, and also he can step anywhere at the field. And that's absolutely brilliant by the small center. Once again getting the team inside the 22. But I would really love to see Isipathana is now. They have tried their maul several times. Just set your maul, give it out to the backs, because we have been doing this throughout the season. Just try to give ball to the backs more. Try to get things done from them. That would be absolutely lovely to see. But as you all know, once again, gets the maul set. Now this time, it's well set. It's going forward. Breaks in, and here's... Oh, that's a penalty for sure.
Number 9 side. Number 9.
It was an ongoing maul, Laksisi. Surely it would have been a try, but playing from the side, says the referee. You can't attack the ball when it's a maul. Gets a calm, Isipathana College.
Isipathana 2 on a bank tries already. Searching for the third.
Right, number 8 out.
Shadil Shagib Sumri, he'll have to stay out of this scrum because Lumbini College hooker, he was shown the yellow card, and they have only 7 for this scrum. Metupa all set to feed it in.
Steady, boss, steady.
Metupa, Costa gives it to Kodituakku. Lovely angle from Kodituakku. Brilliantly done. Third Damana bank try for Isipathana.
Now, Laksisi, if I was in the Lumbini lineup, I would have all keeping my eye on Shakib Zumri, because when a forward, when your number 8, when your best ball carrier comes out to the line, all your eyes is on that, and then this is what you have to do. Then will absolutely cover in the defense. And Yuvindu running the perfect line, every good centers would do, and that's how easy it is to score try when you got that distraction of your forward in your line.
I mean, that's exactly what happened as well, because Yuvindu, he was to the right of Shakib Sumri, and if I'm not wrong, the two defenders in front of Kodituaku, they've actually focused on Shakib Sumri, and Kodituaku completely foxing the two defenders. And Nimanda Sandeepa with the goal conversion. Very easy for him. He won't miss that sort of a conversion. So 21 points to nil. Isipathana with the lead.
Right there in the ball, right.
To see the game is slowly slipping away to Isipathana. Lumbini definitely would want to bounce back as soon as possible. Once again puts the kick high. This time collected well by Damsara. Once again Lumbini. Brilliant stuff by their flanker. Damidu right there. Getting the turnover for Lumbini, and this straight away goes to the post, and I think that's absolutely correct call you should make right now. Just get yourself into the points board.
That'll give them some sort of confidence. They're trailing by 21. Always good to have points on the board. And Lumbini, they have been good when it comes to the restarts. Shahid, there's been a positive aspect in this game so far for Lumbini. Can Nadun Nalok kick this through? Yes, he does. So first points on the board for Lumbini College. 21 points to 3. A lot of work to do, but you always need that start to kickstart this chase for them. And that's exactly what Nadun Naloko did with that penalty. Kicking it through quite easily.
Lumbini finally getting to the scoreboard. This is good signs for them. Tenwadi Costa gives it a long hanging kick, and Lumbini. Still ball is on play. Dilum collects it close to the line. Metuba, the little scrummer, fighting his way to secure the ball, and here's Nimanta finally out from there. Khavin. Here's Tenwadi Costa. You wouldn't want him to go into contact. That's exactly what would happen when your fly half goes into contact. So going back to the kickoff, Laksisi, I think Lumbini has been absolutely point with their kickoffs, with their fly half. Johan putting those high hanging kicks, giving the time for the chasers to put pressure on Isipathana, and they have pounced on it all 3 times. And here once again with a good turnover. Nadun with the touch finder. Brilliant touch find, Alexis. Absolutely brilliant by Nadun. We saw it from Nimanta Sandeepa from the other end, and he said that, man, I'm not going to be second to anyone, and he did the exact same once again.
Nadun Naloka adding the 3 points on the board, and then straight away with a thumping territory gainer that takes them inside the 22 of Isipathana. Now the opportunity for Lumbini.
Both kickers at the point today would want their forwards to do the work. Oh, unfortunate. You cannot do that, boy. You cannot fake the line out. Free kick for Isipathana. Metuba Bomet does exactly what he always does. Takes the quick tag. Runs from their own half. Yes, Rishvi Jafraj. He's very dangerous with this kind of speed and gap. You wouldn't want to give him space. Brilliant tackle by Nadun once again, I believe.
Jafrad. What a run from him, but equally well defended by Lumbini as well.
This is dangerous. you wouldn't want Isipathana to start running from their own half, because once they get momentum, Laxisi, I think it's hard to stop them with their oncoming forwards. But hats off, boy, that defense from Lumbini. Giving it all, putting his body on the line. Because if Jafrad had got through the tackle, there's no stopping him from there. Surely he would have scored. Lumbini gets it right this time. Here's the big prop forward, goes into contact. Playing wide Lumbini. This is good. This is good by Lumbini. Here's the center. Almost to the line out. Pressure on by Nimanta Sandeepa. Lumbini gives it out. Good defense by Yuvindu. Playing amongst the forwards. Lumbini would want to exit from here. Play on the opposition's half. They got a really good boot behind them. This time, Nadun goes high. Reviews with Jafrad. Once again, you got to stop this boy. Brilliant tackle. Oh boy, Rizmi. Jafrad's knock-ons it.
Half time. Half time.
So that's half time with that knock forward from Jafrad. It's 21 points to 3. The visitors, Isipathana, with an 18-point buffer. Lumbini College have shown some sign of a fight here, especially the forwards. They have done really well, and some good signs when it comes to the kicking aspect by Nadun Nalok as well. But Isipathana, they have dominated this first half so far, and Isipathana will probably on to get that bonus point Amana Bank try very early in the second half. But Lumbini, they'll actually feel that they can do a lot better, because they have shown a lot of good signs in that first half. So that's the half-time score confirmation. Isipathana 21, Lumbini 3. And right now, we will head to a commercial break, and on the other side, we'll be back with the first half highlights and the second half action. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Abans fridge kiyanne Abans fridge kiyanne Bawlata harima fridge ekak Abans family ekata hariyana ape rate fridge එක
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
When the world says no access,
or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can. Pure, naturally healthy
American water. Live more.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence. Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Hello, ball on the class, I got to go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. You take it to go, ekak.
Let's KFC.
Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamare.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Welcome back everyone to our the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. In that first half, Isipathana College scoring 3, Amana Bank tries 21 points to 3. The first try from the skipper of the green machine, Shakib Sumri, going over quite easy to begin the game. The good note for the visitors, and then Nimanda Sandeepa with the goal conversion. And then Lumbini College, they had their moments, they had some close moments, there were moments where they managed to get inside the 22 of Isipathana at Jafra scored in that second Amana Bank try. Nimanda Sandeepa with a phenomenal conversion, and then Isipathana going over for a third time in that first half as well, and it was thunderous tackle on the Isipathana skipper, and then brilliant from Kodi Tuaku to score the third Amana Bank try. 21 points to 3. Isipathana with an 18-point buffer. And that lone penalty for Lumbini College in that first half. Lumbini all set for the first kick of the second half. What can they do? Can they do something to put Isipathana under some pressure in this second half? Let's see.
Lumbini would want to start on a positive note the second half. Just get into the heads of the green machine. Try to put on some points on the board early on. Once again, fumbles it. Yes, Methupa has been doing a lot of clearing duties.
Release!
Isipathana setting up a good position for Nimantha Sandeepa to clear things out. Yes, Methupa gives it to Tenula this time.
Green, stop.
Puts it up a high hanging kick, and this is good chase, and we can see Abdulaziz on the field.
No, run!
Lumbini, good pressure. This is good work by Isipathana. You can't do that. You can't do that, Tharaka. You have to have your hands up.
On your feet.
Now this is good sign for Lumbini on the perfect place of the ground. Would want to capitalize from here.
Dialog even earlier gaining some very good meters for the team off the penalty. And again, this time they will enter the 22 of Isipathana again. This time they have to make sure that they go away with a try. That's the minimum that they can expect from this move. Need to get the line out right here, the external line out, Lumbini.
Green, 10, green.
Shakib Zumri would want to disrupt this line out. Here's Lumbini. Has been taken from down, and that's absolutely brilliant work by the second row jumper. Here's Lumbini, goes out back, playing wide. Good defense on him. Nimantha Sandeepa, oh boy, you held him up like that. It's a maul call, the referee. Still fighting. Brilliant stuff by Nimantha Sandeepa.
Yeah, just too good and too organized, the Isipathana College defense there for Lumbini to do anything special. That's the experience factor kicking in. The likes of Nimantha Sandeep, who's been in this first 15 system for around 4 years, right at the top. So that's what you expect from your experienced campaigners, and that's exactly what he delivered for Isipathana.
Second in, boys, second in.
What's really interesting is Laksasi, he knows when to tackle low, and he knows when to keep the player up. Because at that position, if there was Dilum, I believe he would have just gone to the low body, just got into the ground. But Nimantha, he knew he could keep him up and get the ball. And here's Yuvindu running once again, an absolutely brilliant line, breaking the defense line. Here's Tenula, straightens up, gives it to Visaja. Visaja has been absolutely brilliant ball carrier for Isipathana. Takes three defenders to bring him down. Here's Methupa speeding up the game. Tenula gives it out to Damsara. Damsara goes up front.
Release.
Here's Methupa, will want the ball out as fast as he can. Here's Tenula, gives it out to Abdulaziz. Abdulaziz is on the pitch. Here's Abdulaziz, you wouldn't want to give him space.
No. Stay back.
Methupa once again with the ball, gives it to Nevid, the big man on the pitch. Brilliant tackle by Lumbini hooker. Here's Zumri, gives it out to Yuvindu. Yuvindu inside ball for Tenula, absolutely brilliant vision. Here's Zumri, turns down the ball. Non-stop rugby here by both teams. This is not good sign. This is the second time I think he has knocked his head. Surely it would want to be treated right.
That's Johan once again for the second time. We had an incident earlier in the first half as well. He wants to stay out there, Shahid. He doesn't want to go out at all. He wants to stay out there and give it his all.
It's just the mentality of the players, Laksasi. When they go into that field, they're going to put their bodies on the line. They're going to give everything for their alma mater. They want to just make sure they make their school proud, and that's what has got into these players' head. And I am sure he's going to come back, just going to wipe off the blood off his head. Hopefully he is all good and nothing much to be concerned of. Zumbri gives it out. Just look at that absolutely brilliant vision by Yuvindu to identify the space, and surely Tenula with brilliant communication to Yuvindu. Here's some changes for Lumbini. Would want their fresh legs to spark something up for them.
Right, second in boys. Crouch.
Metupa all set to feed it in.
Set.
Isipathana inside the Lumbini College half here. Will be looking for the first points of the second half now. Sumri cuts back inside. Sumri gives the offload out to Visaja. And he's still going. Isipathana, they enter the 22 of Lumbini.
Clear release.
And tackler not releasing the ball, says the referee. They take it quickly, Isipathana. Costa gives it out to Sumri. Sumri to Kavin. This is good from Isipathana. Kodituaku, one of the try scorers. Again, line offside from Lumbini. Isipathana, will they take it quickly?
On the line, please.
No, they don't take it
On
quickly.
the line.
I'm sure they won't go for the points. They'll be targeting that bonus point Amana Bank try.
Scrum.
Trying to speed up the game, Isipathana. Quick tap.
Scrum.
You know the defender is not backpedaling, just getting that advantage. Trying to speed up the game.
Time for another one-take scrum here.
Crouch. Bind.
From close proximity, Lumbini College, they'll have to work really hard here to stop Isipathana. Sumri. Bimsat gives it to Kodituaku once again. Lovely running angle from Kodituaku to go all the way for the Amana Bank try. This is the speciality of this boys, the IQ that he shows, the running lines that he uses. Absolutely brilliant.
Really lovely to watch the way Kodituaku just from nowhere to the striker under the post. This is what you want with your centers. You want them to run that hard lines, creating those gaps, making the defenders to think twice whether to go up front and defend him first or to look at the back door. But just that millisecond of thinking is not enough to stop Yuvindu. And in terms of the defense, Laxis, I think defending such ploy would always be good if you have your most experienced players in front of those kind of moves, because it's really hard to judge where the ball goes. So I think Yuvindu, with all his experience, he knew exactly where he had to be and just attack the space, because with the body strength he have, I think he surely knows that you can't stop him from that sort of range.
I credit to Metupa as well, because I'm quite sure this is something that they practice quite a lot, Metupa and Kodituaku. And a mistake from Isipathana straight away after scoring the try, but luckily loses the ball backwards. Advantage in favour of Isipathana. Tackler not rolling away. Shakib Sumri probably thought a bit about taking quickly, but no need to take that sort of a risk inside the 0-22.
I think Coach Sanath Martis would not be pleased with that. Himantha Sandeepa for the first time missing. Played absolutely brilliant with his kicks, I think. It's the commentator's curse, I think, Lakshya, because he has been playing absolutely brilliant and his kicking has been on point, and just like that making his first mistake of the game.
But it really doesn't cost a lot for Isipathana, because Lumbini College, they knock the ball forward. It's going to be another vantage scrum for Isipathana.
Coach Sanath Martis would want to make sure that Isipathana recovers as fast as they can in their kickoff receivings, because their exit has been not good at all. All the tries they scored, the exit has not been up to the mark.
Steady, both steady.
Here's Metupa. Push in early, says the ref. Lumbini now with position.
Interesting tactic from Lumbini, not going for the territory gainer, deciding to run with the ball inside their own half as well.
I believe because it was a free kick, Laxisi, so they would want to have the ball with them and just create spaces. Puts the ball into space. Here's Himantha Sandeepa and he is alone. Will this ball go all the way? Yes, it does. Unfortunately, Lumbini They had the chase on. If Nimantha Sandeepa would have caught that ball, surely it would have been a counter-ruck. But just unfortunate with the wind behind. The ball just had to travel all the way. And this is absolutely a mind killer.
Lumbini, very unfortunate for them. So whenever they have shown some sort of life in this game, whenever they got some sort of momentum, unfortunately things have not gone according to the plan for them.
They have been good playing out wide. I just would love to see them have the ball with them. Just be patient with it. I know they have that skill within them. They want to make things happen very soon. But just if they could hold the ball more and just have patience, create some phases. You have the runners, you have the creators within your ranks. So just wait until Isipathana does a mistake and with the pace and with the skill of this Lumbini backs, I think they could pounce on something. Oh boy, that's not good. Knees on the floor, says ref, I believe.
So back-to-back problems for Isipathana at scrum time.
First, they got a free kick, but this is repeatedly so. Very correctly said, ref. Brilliant touch finder once again. Nadun.
Mark him. Mark.
Nadun Naloka, not the first time that we have seen this. He has the ability to gain a lot of meters with his territory gainers, and last time the line out didn't go their way, but this time Lumbini, they have to get this right. They have to keep on fighting. They have to make sure that they don't do any mistakes, don't do any silly mistakes. Daham Ashendra, he's back on the park. A lot better this time, Lumbini, with the line out. They're trying to start a rolling ball of their own. How will Isipathana do from here?
9, use it, 9.
Isipathana trying desperately to take this ball out of touch, and almost a fumble, and that will probably cost them some meters. Lumbini
Use it.
can't afford to do that sort of mistakes when you are inside the 22 of the opposition.
Stay back.
The sort of moment that you need to make sure that you make use of each and every opportunity that you receive. Yeah, they're toiling hard, Lumbini. Toiling really hard, but Isipathana defense holding on strong at the moment. Can the forwards do something special, or will they have to turn to their backs here?
Back. One step back.
If they could build some phases like this, playing in the small quarters and then getting out wide, because they would want to suck at least 1 or 2 defenders from Isipathana's backline. Penalty conceded.
Number 4. 5.
What will Lumbini go for right now?
Damsar Vitanage, the culprit, with the high tackle.
Point in at the post, everyone. And Lumbini goes for the 3 points.
Keep low. Low hand. Right. Put it in the bar.
Adunaloka has been absolutely brilliant for Lumbini this evening. I think has been putting their team into the correct position. Just keep making sure Isipathana stays in their half. Putting those big thumping kicks. His touch finders has been absolutely brilliant. Now here lines up for the second penalty kick. And yes, as you like it.
White 3. White 3.
Through the post
Number 3.
goes Nadunaloka.
3. Number 3 ka putwa lagi.
6 points up to Lumbini College.
Number 2.
Easy as it, Nalaka. His ball striking has been absolutely on point. Not only off his tee, but even his ongoing kicks in the game. His touch finders, his long distance kicking has been absolutely brilliant and just kept Isipathana hunting in their own half. Single-handedly making sure Lumbini is playing on the correct part of the game. Shivan Yanush replaced Metuba Gomit. I think this is a good sign for Isipathana because Shivan has been speeding up the game off the bench in the past matches, and they would want him to speed up, do the exact same in this game as well. Here's the kick off by Tenler. Lumbini makes a line break, puts in a small chip. Here's Tenler with the ball, gives it out to Tharuka. Now Tharuka with space is always dangerous. Good tackle on him. Brilliant defense by Lumbini. Pressure once again. Here's Shivan with the first touch. Gives it to Nevit. Nevit, the big man, has been very silent this evening.
Go.
Here's Janusz once again. Gives it out to Kavin. Kavin fences off one. Goes into contact. Shivan once again gives it to Tenler. Tenler to Abdulaziz. Sunny Jaivira, brilliant offload to Jafrad. Will want to stay in field. Here's Abdulaziz.
No, rock, wait, rock. Rock forward.
Someone will have to act as scrum half. The Shakib Zumri goes into contact. Here's Damsara. Gives it out to Yuvidu Niman. Oh. I think Tenula just got his shoulder knocked. Not quite sure what has happened to him, but I believe I saw his shoulder was.
So a lot happening out there. I think both the teams, the players of both the teams, feeling the heat. So Isipathana, they will have possession as we will resume play.
I think Isipathana was lucky right there because right after the whistle, Nimanta Sandeepa knocks the ball on, and I think he would have been the happiest guy on the field, knowing his team gets the ball back.
Right, second in, boys.
Yes, Shivan with the first feed into the scrum.
Shivan Yanush, very impressed with the youngster.
Steady,
shows a lot of speed. And straight away, Shivan Yanush probably tried to show a bit too much speed. And that happens.
I think it all plays with the role of experience, Laksisi, just to know when you have to speed up the game. You got to know where you have to be composed, be very patient. I think it plays with all the scrum halves because when you're a scrum half, you're always, that nippy. You just want to speed up everything. And now here's Lumbini. Not shy to run in their own half. This is good sign by Lumbini. Lakshan Pera has been creating some overlaps for Lumbini, just breaking the first defense off line of Isipathana. Here's Yuvindu once again, playing amongst the forwards. This is good. Lumbini speeding up the game.
Use it. Stay back, Green, get back. No.
I think it has been their tactic when things are not just going right. They just slow the game down, play with their forwards. Offside, says the referee. Would love to see if Lumbini tries to play the game a bit more faster. Because Isipathana has big forwards, and if they could just pounce on those quick taps when they are backpedaling, I think they could concede some meters. Now, I don't think that's a surprise because Nadun has been absolutely brilliant throughout the game, and his territory kicking has been really impactful, and we know how much power he has. Even though he's a lanky lad, yes, he's not that big, but his right foot has so much of power, and I think he is more capable of putting this over because the distance won't be a matter for him, and hopefully the direction is on behind him. Here's Nadun lining up. Almost 45 to 47 meters. Had the distance just off the right post, I believe, Nadun. He would have probably put a 50-meter kick with that kind of power because he had the distance all day long, just the direction, missing the right post. Here's Nimanda Sandeepa. Bangs it up to the opposition's 40.
Lumbini trying desperately to create something. That was Imasha. That was unnecessary. Totally unnecessary.
Didn't have to do that at all, Laksasi. That's not... You can't accept that kind of work. You had the ball, the time was stopped. You had to make sure the player was safe, and would love to see a replay of it. Here's Boteju dragging the Lumbini defense. Lumbini attacker to the line out. That's where you had to. That's dangerous. That's absolutely dangerous. Good thing was he landed in his hands. There was nothing to be concerned about, but still unnecessary stuff. Visuja has been playing absolutely brilliant throughout this game. Oh boy. Misses it. Nimanda Sandeepa goes into contact. Yes, Shivan. Maybe it misses out. Knocks on the ball. Pressure building up towards Isipathana. Lumbini may have missed the touch kick, but this is a perfect place to attack.
Now the pendulum is slightly drifting towards Lumbini here. Lumbini will definitely want to go away with a try here. When the momentum is flowing your way, you need to make sure that you pounce on the opportunities. Let's see whether Lumbini can do that. Imasha Laksha needs to make sure this scrum goes right for Lumbini. Feeds it in Imasha. Natsara. There's Netsara. Now Lumbini. Inside the 22 of Isipathana. Can they find that first Amana Bank try? That's Kalnika. The forwards gaining meter by meter here.
Unfortunate Lumbini. Obstruction calls the referee.
And it's drizzling here at the Ananda College rounds. It's very dark here as well, so wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't turn out to be just a drizzle. And Isipathana with a 22-point lead, 15 minutes to go. It's getting heavier. The rain is getting heavier.
Yes, Shevan. Gives it out to Tenlo. Tenlo puts in a chip kick. Abdulaziz with the chase. Here's Nimanda Sandeepa with space. It's very hard to bring this lad down when he is on the move. Here's Shevan Yanush once again. quite sure with what was the call for. I believe it was killing the ruck. He was off feet, says the ref. However, the clouds has opened up, and I think the game is going to be totally different compared to what it was. Abdul Aziz contesting, and here's Nimanta Sandeepa. Gains good yard for Isipathana, and here this is the... Oh yes, spot on referee. Taruka straight away going off feet, landing his hand on the floor. You can't do that. Yes, of course, ref had the best point of view. And here's Lumbini with the line out. Can Zumri disrupt it?
Another opportunity for Lumbini inside the Isipathana 22. Lumbini closing the gap, says the referee. Now Lumbini, they take it quickly. Need to make use of this opportunity. More advantage coming towards Lumbini here.
On the line, please.
Now, that's something that happens quite a lot for most of these schoolboys. Whenever a team takes the line of the penalty quickly, we see most of the teams conceding penalties for not being 10 meters away. Now Lumbini, what can they do from here? It's raining very, very heavily here at Ananda College grounds. Lumbini still with position here. Isipathana, they wouldn't want to concede a try. Lumbini still with position. And unfortunately, Lumbini once again gives the ball away. They take it quickly, Aziz. It's going to be a penalty. This time it's Lumbini. As I mentioned earlier as well, these schoolboys most of the time, they have been found wanting for not keeping that 10-meter distance whenever they have conceded a penalty, and the team takes it quickly, the opposition team takes it quickly.
As we talked in the start, Laxis, both teams are not shy to run from wherever it is from the pitch. Nimanta Sandeepa just gets the touch. Good touch in the end. So as I was saying, Laxis, this is the game Lumbini and Isipathana both will want to play. They always like to play the fast run in rugby. They have the skill set within their backs. Getting those quick taps, making sure the forwards are backpedaling, just attacking those space and creating something out of nothing. That's what both loves to do, and you can expect this with this kind of condition, because Isipathana's line-out has been on point throughout this game, and Kavin Janusz would just want to brush it off his head and focus on what happens next.
Exactly, the rest on a line-out, not going Isipathana's way that time, getting it wrong. With the available conditions, never easy.
Now it's all about experience, Laxi, because when the weather changes so fast, you just got to adapt to it, and now here it takes it quick. The scrum of Lumbini. Once again, slowing things down. Here's Lumbini, gives it out to the backs, would want to attack more faster. Adun has been doing the same thing, putting those up high hanging kicks, and Nimanta Sandeepa is there to collect it. Not a clean collection, but made sure he is with the ball. Now here is Zumri, goes into contact. Would want support with him. Here's Janusz. Goes for the box kick. Sure, they are with an advantage. So now this is where they have to adapt to it, because Laxi, the weather has been changing. It has been absolutely brilliant weather when the game started, and now it's starting pouring, and you would want to make sure your leaders to come up and tell your guys, here, listen, this is what we have to do, and Nimanta Sandeepa just misses out the kick once again. Here's Lumbini, sees some space. Did he put it on full? Oh boy, very unfortunate.
Whenever Nimanta Sandeepa made that mistake of not finding touch through a penalty, Lumbini College have not done themselves any favors as well. Earlier they knocked the ball forward, and this time they have kicked it out on the full. So Isipathana with another opportunity here. 4 tries in this game so far. Enough to get the bonus point, but is this the performance that they wanted to dish out before the 2 important games of the group? They want to finish off strong here, Isipathana, and they kickstart that rolling ball. Navid Beunaga shown the card that time.
Not quite sure why was it. We can't hear the referee's mic.
Unfortunately, because of the weather conditions, not able to hear the mic clearly.
I think everyone are confused why it was, and brilliant touch finder from Nadun. He has been doing this throughout the game, Laxas. He has been getting Lumbini into the right half, into the right position, making sure they always played in the right place. It's just that they couldn't finish off, but Lumbini has been doing absolutely brilliant. They made sure, Nadun made sure Lumbini plays in the correct place of the pitch, and they would really want to give their fans something to cheer on, make sure they cross the line. Here's Lumbini, a bit scrappy, not straight once again. Pardon me, it's a knock-on. So Lumbini, they have been doing absolutely brilliant work by the boot of Nadun. He has made sure the team plays in the right half, at the right place. It's just that they couldn't capitalize with their lineouts. They couldn't make sure their lineouts has been on point. Yes, the condition plays a huge part, but it would be much more closer. The points gap would be much more closer if they could just make sure their lineouts were on point today.
Thank you, boys.
Another advantage from Shivanyanush, feeds it in.
Scrums has been very untidy today, Laxisi, because there were so many stoppages during the scrum. I think there were 2 or 3 early bind. One was the knee was down, and surely Coach Sanat Martis would want to try to get understanding about the scrums with what happened. Here's Janusz, surely would want to run the ball, and here's Abdulaziz with the ball. He goes into contact. Has been doing a lot of ball carries from the time he's on the pitch, and here's Navid. Sets up, here's Janusz once again, gives it out to Kavin. Kavin goes into contact. Would want players near him with the support. Janusz switch plays. Here's Navid Tahir, would want to give it out. Here's Abdulaziz with space. Can Abdulaziz go all the way? It's very hard to stop him when he's on the go. Here's Taruka, gives it out to Nimanta Sandeep, and Nimanta Sandeep with space. You can't stop the ball, can you? Absolutely brilliant stuff by the Lumbini fullback. Lakshan Perera, I believe, he has been doing the attacking stuff for Lumbini, and I believe he's the one who did the cover tackle for Jafra Rizvi as well in the first half, and this is absolutely brilliant stuff by Lakshan. Because Nimanta Sandeep is not an easy player to bring down when he's on the move, and that's absolutely brilliant tackle by Lakshan.
Now Lakshan Perera with a try-saving tackle for Lumbini College. Has been a standout performer, we can say, in this fixture for Lumbini in both attack and defense. So we have around 4.5 minutes remaining on our clock. Shahid, we need to decide on our Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match as well. Some very good performances for Isipathana. I think Nimanta Sandeep had a great game. Jafrad had a great game as well. Skipper Shakib Sumri had a great game. I think Risaja played really well as well throughout the game. So it's not going to be easy. So I'll let you handle that.
It's always the toughest thing to do in the game. I think we'll come back to it. Here's Janusz. Takes it quick, gives to Tenla. Tenla shows and goes into contact. Has been carrying the ball very often in this match. Here's Janusz. Sees both sides. Sunny Jaivir distributing like a fly half. Here's Yuvindu goes into contact. Not advantage, caused the ref.
Wait. Please, on the line.
I think
on the line, please, on the line.
it's an offside penalty
On the
for
line,
not
on the
being
line.
10 meters. Abdulaziz surely going for the quick tap, and here's Tenle puts the ball wide, and Nimanta Sandeepa with space. Nimanta Sandeep, absolutely brilliant dive. We have seen this do many times for the green jersey. He has been diving so many times towards passing this whitewash.
Now brilliant stuff from Nimanta Sandeep to score that Amana Bank try.
And I think Laksisi coming back to the man of the match performance. You mentioned Nimanta Sandeep, Shakib Zumri, Visaja. For me, of course, Visaja was absolutely brilliant. He played every ball carries event. He was absolutely brilliant, and I think he gained for Isipathana. He broke the defense line very easily. And Nimanta Sandeep, of course, has been doing all the good stuff for Isipathana, getting those good touch finders. Has missed only one conversion today, and also has scored. So I think it's hard to look away from Nimanta Sandeep because he has been there all over today.
Now Nimanta Sandeep, you can say he is the playmaker for Isipathana in this lineup. So Nimanta Sandeep, he will walk away with the Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match award in this Lumbini versus Isipathana fixture. The experienced campaigner walking away with the trophy.
Here's Lumbini. Would want to get some sort of points on the board before the match ends. Here's Boteju. Gives out a brilliant offload to Tenlo once again into contact. Here's Shivan and Nabi Tahir. Unfortunately. Game goes on. Here's Lumbini with the ball now. Lumbini scrum half goes into contact. Imasha. What's interesting is Lakshasi Boteju. I believe he was playing on the wing during the knockouts, and now he's playing on the flanker. So maybe we could say he's a hybrid player.
Yeah, you saw why he played as a winger in that fixture as well. Has the ability. So it looks like it's going to be the last play.
Crouch.
So Lumbini,
Bind.
can they get over the line for an Amana Bank try? They'll have to play for their pride now. No, that won't be the case. And Isipathana, they knock the ball forward as well. And that will be the end. Isipathana, they win this fixture 33 points to 6. Not the most convincing performance, you could say. They had a lot of opportunities to get a lot more tries, but unfortunately their own errors just costing them a lot of tries. And Lumbini College, they had their moments. There were opportunities, there were instances when they were inside the opposition 22. But unfortunately, they just couldn't get over the line. So that's the story. That's how week 3 ends in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. Isipathana winning this fixture 33 points to 6 to keep their unbeaten tag alive, and they will face Sri Sumangala College Kandy next weekend up in Kandy. That will be a crucial fixture in this group to decide which two teams will go into that cup segment. So thoughts on this performance, Shahid, for both the teams?
Just brilliant game of rugby. I think I agree with you, Laksasi. It was not a convincing win for Isipathana because they had a lot of more opportunities. Would want to really make sure they get along with their kick-off exit. And yes, I think looking at Lumbini, there's a lot of positives for them today because their defense has been absolutely brilliant when it comes to maul, because Isipathana maul has been on point throughout the season, and Lumbini has really got the knowledge of how to stop the maul, and yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. Yes, Yuvindu, he got a brilliant run in Langle. Nimanta as usual with his conversion. And Nadun, I believe, you got to give so much of credit for that boy because he has been all over the game for Lumbini, making sure he contributed everything for his school. And Nimantha Sandeepa touching down.
So that's it here from the college rounds. Isipathana College with 3 points to 6 win. These are the key stats. 5 tries and 4 conversions for Isipathana and 2 penalties for Lumbini College. And the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Nimantha Sandeepa for Isipathana College. And we have 9 more games coming up your way from week number 4. These are the fixtures. Ananda taking on St. Peter's here at the Ananda College ground. St. Joseph's College hosting Wesley at CR. That's going to be a close game. Mahanama College versus Prince of Wales College here at Ananda College grounds once again. Sri Sumangala College taking on Isipathana at the Trinity College grounds. And then DSN Anayaka taking on Trinity at Havelock Park. Syra taking on St. Thomas's at Maradana. St. Anthony's taking on Lumbini at Nittavela. Kingswood taking on Royal at Trinity College grounds. And Science College taking on Thurston at Science College grounds. 6 encounters on the 16th and 3 encounters on the 17th. So right before we wrap things up, we need to give a shout out to our sponsors, Rexona. They have been a sponsor for us during this season. When the game heats up, Rexona Sport Defense keeps high performance when fresh and protected, never letting them down when it matters the most. And along with Rexona, we need to give a shout out to Swiss Tech, Vantage as well. So and also Gold. So that will be the end of our live broadcast from the Ananda College grounds here in Rajagiriya. And we are hoping to meet all of you once again next weekend with 9 games. Thank you very much, Shahid, for joining with us for this fixture. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining with us throughout this week for all the 9 games. See you all next weekend. Have a very good weekend. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න. ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න. ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න. ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න. හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න. ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
When the world says no access,
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Saratona enjoy karanga party ekata go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go ekak.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදාමයි.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
Kitchen ka abans karanne then wife happy again. Wife happy karanne. Kitchen ka abans karanne. Captain Cool, Captain Cool, Captain Cool.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදාමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදාමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
That was summer refresh when the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go ekak.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදාමයි.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Park Avenue. long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
When the world says no access,
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ බවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.